Hey, welcome back. This is Melanie the Intuitive, aka Indigo Goddess. I am doing an Aries video today. So, if you are an Aries sun, moon, or rising, please watch this video. If you are not, definitely check out the other videos that that correlate with you. Sorry, this Mercury retrograde has me all tongue-tied, so I apologize in advance. So, if you don't know what your sun, moon, or rising is, most of us know what our sun sign is, but you can never be too sure. There's a website called astro.com. All you will need is the exact time of your birth, your location, your birthday, and then it'll tell you where what the rising star was at the time of your birth and where the moon was at the time of your birth. Those are important things if you are looking into your horoscope, because you may be an Aries and you may read horoscopes and they may never, you may never relate to them, because we are not just our star sign, we are many other things. And the three more important things would be your star sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. And then if you wanted to dive deeper into astrology and into your chart, you would pay attention to where the other planets are placed in your chart. So, Aries, sun, moon, rising. What messages does Spirit want to give you today? Oops. Too many. One at a time, please. And no more than three. Aries, sun, moon, and rising. So how are my Aries feeling today? Have you noticed an energy change recently? Especially if you're an Aries rising. Mars just left Pisces and has entered into its home sign of Aries. So hopefully some of you have been feeling some positive energy boost, especially if you have been feeling really drained lately. You may have a new spark of energy, some passion, maybe even some anger. Sometimes our passion fuels us, especially angry passion if we're mad about something. Decision. Archangel Jophiel. Release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox. Unnecessary worry based on... Oh, too many cards here. Too many. Sorry, I can't take all of these. Based on lack of self-confidence. So release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox. Unnecessary worry based on lack of self-confidence. Two cards. Solutions and Knight of Gabriel. Have you been feeling a need to cut something short, cut something loose, let go of something? You may have recently felt like empowerment to just cut something directly out of your life. And if you're fighting it, you're just doing yourself injustice. You need to let whatever that is go. You need to detox. There's a lot of things going on in the world right now, between the coronavirus, between quarantine, between people being unemployed, between the Black Lives Matter movement, and you know, people being brought to light that they're racist, and politics and things of that nature. There's a lot of heavy, tense energy in the air. And if you are involved in some of those things, and if you find yourself constantly battling and fighting for something that you feel passionately for, don't forget to take a break and detox from that negative energy, because it's very hard. It's very easy to take on that negativity and hold on to it, and it can drain you. And what good are you doing for your purpose if you're draining yourself from the energy to accomplish something positive? And what have you been, let's see this here, decision. It's a major arcana in this deck. What has been the fork in the road for you lately? And what do you need to move towards? And word of advice, you need to just follow your gut. If you are deciding between two different things and you have 10 reasons why you shouldn't do the other, then you already made your decision. Make your decision, because if you're stuck in this limbo where you're not moving anywhere in either direction. So you can't be stuck in that fork. You eventually have to make a decision and move towards whatever decision that it is, and trust in yourself that you made the decision that you needed to make right now. Mars just went into our, Aries, right? Aries is our first house. Mars is the ruler of our first house. You should have all of the energy and the empowerment and the passion guiding you right now to move in the direction that you're supposed to. So whether it's about like yourself and your identity and who you are in this world, or how you look and what your appearance is, or making a new beginning, or setting a first impression, or your overall attitude in life and approach to life, you need to use that energy wisely and incorporate that into whatever decision this is. And then you have solution, right? So maybe you had an issue and you had to decide, and you came up with a solution for that issue. And maybe this is your confirmation right now that the decision that you had to make is the right decision. So you have a solution with Archangel Zadkiel. So success comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. I always look at a problem and come up with a solution, or try to come up with a solution. Even if I can't come up with that solution straight away, I trust that the solution will present itself. And you should as well. Every problem does have a solution. Every action has a reaction. Every good has a bad. So don't dwell and focus on the problem. Focus on the solution. Make the decision. Take action. This is telling you what you should be doing. Then you have the Knight of Gabriel, which is confident, enthusiastic, courageous, charismatic. Time to take action. Just what I said, right? I didn't even read this card yet. Time to take action. Great passion for a cause. Instinctively knowing just what to do. You have the answers. Trust yourself. Listen to yourself. Listen to how you feel. With whatever it is that your situation is going through right now, we're in a Mercury retrograde at the moment in Cancer. So that is your fourth house of home. Maybe this is a home-related issue, right? Or a family-related issue. Or an issue that has to do with your mom or your home roots. Some type of conflict. Think it over. You've been having time. Maybe there's something came up over these past few weeks. It needed to be brought to your attention. Maybe it was an issue from a long time ago. Maybe it's a new issue. Maybe it's something that you thought that you had got over already. whatever it was, you had to make a decision. Especially if you've been avoiding it, something that you don't want to deal with. It's easy to just turn a blind eye to something, right? It's a decision that's the fact that you haven't made the decision is causing toxicity in your life. And once you make that decision, you set yourself free, right? There's that phrase that says, you don't fear the thing, you fear in itself. The thought of fear makes you fear, not the actual problem. So maybe you're just overthinking something. You need to trust your gut instinct and follow it. And trust in yourself that you're making a wise decision. Because you need the solution. And once you get to that solution, doors will open. And nobody's going to do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. Let's see what the indigo cards have to say. Ooh, this one popped right out. Archangel Metatron. So he watches over children, especially indigo children, or kids with maybe like learning disabilities. Maybe you have a child in your home that has a learning disability, and maybe they're going through something. You have to decide something about them. Or maybe you're fighting for a cause, right? This says fight for a cause. That's going on right now that has to do with this. But you can't just battle. You have to know how to take care of yourself as you're going through it. I'm going to look him up because I'm sure there's a deeper meaning to him. Archangel Metatron, the first angel on the tree of life in the Kabbalah, helps those who are newly upon the spiritual path. He oversees indigos and ensures that their spiritual gifts stay open and active. Like all the archangels, Metatron is unlimited and is able to be with everyone who calls upon him. This card asks you to work with Archangel Metatron to your daily life to welcome messages and signs confirming to you that you are perfect no matter what. This powerful messenger of heaven can help bring you peace in situations you feel are very unfair or imbalanced. Every time you call upon Metatron, this archangel will immediately go to work, bringing you a calm understanding of the situation in your life. He will also help you let go of resentment and unforgiveness so you can move on and not allow your lower energy to affect your life. I don't know, I feel like because there's so many things going on in this world, and a lot of us are battling with people, especially I'm sure people are battling within their homes as well, with the protests that are going on, black versus white, and heritage and history and all of those things. And I'm sure that within families itself there is a lot of conflict. So you have to maintain your belief in what is right, and sometimes it's very draining to try to convince others. And maybe you need to make that decision to just kind of separate yourself a little bit and do what you're called to do. I also feel like somebody is being called to do something, and you're holding yourself back because you feel like it goes against your normal with your family. You feel like you're going to be judged with your family. I feel like a lot of people don't speak up about what's going on right now because of their family. Like my mom and my dad won't agree with that. My cousins, my aunts, my sisters, my brothers won't agree with that. They'll rip me to shreds. And I think that people are reluctant to speak up because of that. And that's causing a lot of tensions and issues. And is not healthy for your home and your families. So I just feel like someone needed to know that, because this message specifically is calling someone to do something higher, to do something for a cause, do something for a higher good, for a benefit for other people, and you're not doing it because you are scared of the people that you have had around and how they're gonna look at you differently. And you can't be scared of that. At the end of the day, your family is your family. You're gonna love them, or you guys are gonna have a tie regardless. And if you have to separate over morals, I guess, over what's right and wrong, I mean, I don't even know how to tell you that would be, it's necessary, or that would be easy, but too many. But it's a necessity. You need to figure it out, and I think you do know what you need to do. I think you're just scared to make that decision, or that choice, or to speak up for yourself. Or maybe just come up with an agreement, like, hey, let's just not talk about this. This is how I feel and how I stand, where I stand. Follow your guts. And you do need to forgive those people. Alright. Communicate with clarity. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. If all humans would communicate with impeccability of the word, all of our relationships would change. There would be no wars, no violence, no misunderstandings. So to me, this is very specific to all of the racism and the hate crimes and our history. It's very specific to that. So whoever you are, Aries, rising, moon, ascendant, Mars is going to be in your energy for 6 months. And Mars is also, the planet of war and anger and passion. So you may get into some very heated arguments. So tread lightly, because people may attack you for what you believe in, either on social media or within your family or however. But I feel like within this time now, I think that there's an opportunity presenting itself to become someone, who can make a change. And you can make that change. And don't let the people around you talk down to you or make you feel bad about that, especially if you are actually fighting for a good cause. So communicate, so articulate those thoughts, but try not to get into too many arguments, because they can get really aggressive and heated. Alright, I hope this helps somebody out.